Hello everyone, this is Eileen Alba Akak, the discussant for today. Inaanyayahan ko po na ang lahat ay makinig sa araling ito. Our lesson for today is all about Chapter 2, Theory and Practice, Foundations for Effective Technology Integration. Let us know the four ingredients for successful technology integration. First, foundation of learning theories. Second, technology pedagogical content knowledge with the acronym TPACT. Third, technology integration planning model with the acronym TIP. And the last but not the least, essential conditions for integration. The diagram shown the learning theories as basis for integration model. As you can see, the two levels below are the direct and constructivist, wherein when the direct and constructivist are connected with each other, it should be an integrated learning. Under the directed technology integration strategies theoretical based, we have the behaviors theory, learning as a stimulus response by B.F. Skinner, mastery of learning. Next, information processing theory. It is the mind as a computer, Atkinson and Schifrin. Sensory register. Next are the cognitive behavioral theory, providing conditions for learning by Robert Gain, learning hierarchies and events of instruction. Next, systems theory and systematic instructional design by managing the complexity of teaching. In inquiry-based technology integration strategies theoretical based, we have social activism theory. It is a learning as a social experience by John Dewey, and also it is a constructivism. Next, we have a scaffolding theory. It is a learning as a cognitive building process by Lev Vygotsky. It is also a zone of proximal development. When we say directed models, it is a remedy identified weakness or skill deficit. It promotes fluency or automaticity of prerequisite. It provides efficient, self-paced instruction and support self-paced review of concept. However, constructivist models are to foster creative problem-solving and metacognition. It allows for multiple intelligences, and it builds mental models and increase knowledge transfer, and it fosters group cooperation. Both directed models and constructivist models are connected with each other. It generates motivation to learn. It optimizes scarce personnel and material resources. It removes logistical hurdles to learning, and develop information literacy and visual literacy skills. Technological Pedagogical Content Knowledge Model, or TPACK. We have three knowledge shown in model: content knowledge, pedagogical knowledge, and technological knowledge. When we combine content knowledge and pedagogical knowledge, we can have the result of PCK, or the pedagogical content knowledge. While when we combine pedagogical knowledge and technological knowledge, we can have the result of TPK, technological pedagogical knowledge. And when we combine content knowledge and technological knowledge, we can have the result of TCK, technological content knowledge. And the last, when we combine the three knowledge, content, pedagogical, and technological knowledge, we can have the result of TPACK, which is the technological, pedagogical, content knowledge model, so that we can have a TPACK model. Let's come to the Technology Integration Planning, or the TIP. TIP is consist of 5 phases. Phase 1 is to determine relative advantage. Phase 2, decide objectives and assessments. Phase 3, design integration strategies. Phase 4, prepare the instructional environment. And Phase 5, evaluate and revise integration strategies. Under the Phase 1 of Technology Integration Planning, we have to reflect on technological pedagogical content knowledge, or the TPACK. Next, self-assess knowledge domains. So they are consist of 4 questions. First, what is my knowledge of technology, or the TK? Second, what is my knowledge of pedagogy, or the PK? Next, what is my knowledge of content, or the CK? And where do I see myself in the TPACK model? In Phase 2 of Technology Integration Planning, we have to determine relative advantage, and we have to look at the questions: why should I use a technology-based method? What is the instructional problem I am addressing? Do technology-based methods offer a solution with sufficient relative advantage? While on Phase 3, we have to decide on objectives and assessments. How will I know students have learned? What outcomes do I expect from using new methods? What are the best ways of assessing these outcomes? In Phase 4, we have to design integration strategies. What teaching strategies and activities will work best? What kinds of instructional methods are needed? How can technology best support these methods? How can I prepare students adequately to use technologies? In the Phase 5, we have to prepare the instructional environment. Are essential conditions in place to support technology integration? What equipment, software, media, and materials will I need to carry out instructional strategies? How should resources be arranged to support instruction and learning? What planning is required to make sure technology resources work well? Now let's go to the essential condition for effective technology integration. The diagram shows the shared vision, technical assistance, standards and curriculum support, trained personnel, and access. When we say shared vision for technology integration, is to coordinate school and district planning and involvement of teachers and other personnel at all levels. Next, budget yearly amounts for technology purchases and make funding incremental. Next, emphasize teachers' training. Next, match technology to curriculum needs and keep current and build in flexibility. We have 4 policies to support standards and curriculum. First, internet use policies. Second, acceptable use policy, or AUP. Third, legal, ethical use policies. And the fourth, policies to ensure equity. To have access to hardware, software, and other resources, we have to find funding, purchasing hardware and software, setting up and maintaining physical facilities. In technical assistance, first, We need to have an appropriate teaching approaches, and second, appropriate assessment approaches. And the last essential conditions for effective technology integrations are the trained personnel. The trained personnel must be hands-on, integration emphasis, training over time, modeling, mentoring, and coaching, post-training access. Next are to elaborate essential conditions for effective technology integration. It shows figure 2.10. The functions to become effective technology integration are to have inappropriate teaching and assessment approaches. Second, engage communities. Third, a shared vision for technology integration. Fourth, empowered leaders. Fifth, standards and curriculum support. Six, required policies. 7. Access to hardware, software, and other resources for sustainable integration. 8. Skilled personnel and opportunities for professional development. 9. Technical assistance. Essential conditions for effective technology integration is like a building that needs a strong foundation to build up. To sum up with, no one of these functions must be broken because it lies the capability to become effective technology integration. It cannot stand alone without the cooperation of every functions and characteristic. That's all for today. Thank you so much and mabuhay!